Mic check, mic check. Morning Masters Podcast, host man, of course. Across me, I got two special guests, recurring guests. It's the first time this year I think I had a recurring guest, and second time this year. I normally don't do that. So yeah, you must be doing a lot of work then. That's what that means. It seemed like.
See, you might see us 3 times. See?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
We act.
I think the last one we had was dope, though. I got a lot of good feedback from that. Even people that didn't go to the actual event, just y'all talking about certain things and talking about the things y'all doing for the youth and the community. People like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's like undervalued thing. Like people doing stuff for the community and not really wanting nothing in return, just kind of having fun.
Yeah.
I don't think you see that a lot. A lot of times people throw events and like they want the back end so much that there's so much money involved and so much money oriented. It's not like for the community. So for y'all to come up here and talk about that, and it was a good cause too. Yeah. I think at the time, everybody do the walks and this, that, and third, but nobody really do events like fun events. It's always like
kickball game.
Yeah. It's uplifting.
And while we talking about that, that's coming back around.
Yeah, it's almost that time.
Yeah, October.
Yeah, almost that time.
It's gonna be bigger too. We'll talk about that when it comes. It's gonna be bigger though.
Before we start, kind of reintroduce yourselves, just for anybody that didn't watch the last one. I don't know who y'all are. I know y'all famous though, but it's all good.
Yes, man.
I'm Rick McGee, the founder of No Excuse Team. Y'all might know me from coaching Laney, working in the mall for 15 years, working with these kids, all kinds of good stuff.
See, hold on, he a superstar. Just talking to the mic, all right? I see you talking to the camera.
Oh,
you look good, bro. Your bed, everything is good. I'm telling you, it's all
Hey,
moisturized.
He used to that. He's always on the
Yeah,
phone.
I'm like, what you got going on? I'm looking at the number. I'm like, why is it so low? Oh, okay, I see it.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, but I'm my name Mario. Also with No Excuse Team, I go by DJ Slim Jimmy. Been working with the youth now for some years now. We just in the city, man. We're not just in Augusta. We spreading throughout other parts of Georgia, other states as well. But we really active out here in the city, just giving back. Really getting creative, doing creative things that we always want to do, even growing up.
Right.
Now we have the resources and the tools we need to not just give back to the youth, but show them other directions. With different things in the city.
When y'all say no excuses, like define that for me in y'all terms. Like, give me some examples of that.
Not making an excuse for anything. It's a lot of things that you're gonna have, a lot of roadblocks you're gonna have, a lot of things you're gonna have that stop you from gaining whether that's money, whether that's time or business, whatever, but if you put your, I don't want to sound cliche, just say you put your mind to it, you can do it, but really if you don't really give yourself an excuse, then you can find ways to make things happen or navigate through things, whether that's, me, even just me DJing, had I not even just said that I'm gonna go out and just try it, gave myself excuse like, hell, I'm just an MC, I don't DJ. And then it's like, no, you DJ, you know what I mean? Right. Go try it,
It came about.
Yeah, just go do it, you know what I'm saying? And I can share that real quick. At an event, DJ no show, no go, bro. Like, yo, bro, you DJ. I'm like, nah, I don't DJ. I'm on the mic. I'm used to hosting parties and MCing, and this is when, at this time, I was working with iHeart, but I was hosting like Stars and Stripes when it first opened. I actually opened that, did the marketing for them, and other events where I was just hosting. So he like, bro, you got a laptop? All right. I started with a laptop, bro. A laptop and one speaker.
And a rolling speaker.
A rolling speaker, one with the LED light in the front.
Oh, my God.
The little Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah.
You was rolling
one speakers.
That's dope.
So had I took that approach, said, man, I ain't a DJ because I don't have a board. I don't have, a mixer, mic, or sound system. And I'm like, nah, I'm in there with a rolling speaker and a laptop. But I was getting booked at different gigs, even just doing schools, it's like, so not giving it a reason of why I couldn't come in there and doing it, and just did it, I did that for almost a year and a half for free.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So now I'm at the point where I see how that works. So now I'm not even giving no reason why we can't do something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's really nothing else or nothing that we wouldn't be able to do. when you say no excuses, it really ain't making no reason of why you can't do it. I mean, we had to. I mean, nobody gave us nothing.
Right.
Everything we got, we went and worked for. You know, whether that was with the help of other people, but nobody said, "Hey, you coming from your dad was a DJ." You know, or your uncle was a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
connection.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just like music. And I said, you know what? Well, you ain't got to DJ.
I was just taking pictures and recording videos.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
We're going to control the vibe, you know?
But so a lot of things y'all do, and I know we're going to talk about basketball in a second, but a lot of things y'all do is stretch further than it's beyond basketball
It's
for
bigger
y'all.
than
Yeah,
basketball.
Yeah. Basketball, to be honest, basketball just started because we had a lot of boys around us we were mentoring, and most of them played basketball.
We use that as
And
a tool.
then basketball was my thing already. So the kids that we were mentoring, the parents knew, oh, Rick played basketball, and I was coaching, but it wasn't as much at that time. So when it started getting deeper and more kids started coming around, I'm finna start a basketball team. We finna start, and then my son at that time was playing basketball. So with him playing, his friends playing, we got enough to start a team. So we just did that. And my style of coaching is no excuses, make it happen, get it done. Because ain't nobody finna give you nothing. Ain't nobody finna let you take nothing. So if you want it, make it happen. That's, to be honest, that's it. No other excuse. And he's been playing with me for about 5 years. 5 years. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, I wanted to ask him who he was and where he from and stuff. I see over there trying not to break a smile, so he trying to have the serious face on the whole time.
My name Cam. I've been playing with him for like 5 years, and these two right here, they like an uncle to me, really. So like, I remember one time like when my first time playing with him, he had a rec team. This was my first time playing with him. What we doing?
What you mean?
Like in rec.
I mean,
My first year playing for you.
I mean,
He was trash. So
put it like this. Put it like this. He was the smallest one on the team.
Yeah.
He was the smallest one on the team. He was playing point guard, but he was shifty. He was creative. He could get a shot up. He could play defense. And from that, I just told him, if you want it, you could get it. No matter, what the circumstances are. And then at that time, he wasn't really playing real basketball, so he didn't know the ins and outs. He just knew, let me go try to get a bucket. Let me not get ripped.
Right.
Like, we used to literally put him on our older AAU team
kind of getting that
to break
exposure.
to break a press.
Yeah.
Like, he was handling the ball that good, playing 2 grades up just to break the press.
Damn.
We say, go get the ball. Literally, break the press. Get the ball past half court. Smallest one on the court, but he wasn't going to let nobody take the ball, so he just get in there.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
And what school you go to?
Spear Creek.
So tell me a little bit about your basketball history. Like, you played last year?
Yes, sir.
You was nice. How you was
I was
playing?
nice.
He said you was trash. I'm trying to figure out,
That was
when
like
you got
5
good.
years ago. That was 5 years ago.
But you good now though.
Yeah, I'm straight now.
You could beat him one-on-one?
I don't even know.
You don't know? Oh man.
Hey, like I said, let me get here. I'm calling out anybody. Nah, but all jokes aside though, he nice with it. You know what I'm saying? But I think what I like about it, man, is not really the hardwood aspect of it. It's more of a I just think being ready, like for what the world going, because one day his ball gonna stop bouncing.
Right.
I think that's the balance too that, not just with Rick and coaching, but that's the balance what we have with even just this organization. Everything when it comes to basketball, most of the time it comes from Rick coming from the basketball aspect of it, and then off court, soon as they back on their slides, and then now they rocking with me. So it's more of I'm watching what I do, what I say,
Right.
because that's that balance they have too. He gonna get them where they need to be at if we're talking about giving them a ball to put them in a position.
How do y'all get these kids to buy into that no excuse mentality? Because obviously that's like to me a more mature term. Because when you're older, you realize you no point making excuses, right? When you're young, you can make so many because that's just common to do. I can't do this because this is
Well,
called because of that.
You live it. You live it. If I want him to show that respect, whether it's to his mom, his uncle, his dad, his friend, I got to show him that same direction.
Right.
I can't be out here wilding out and expect for him not to do the same. I mean, again, everybody's ball gonna stop bouncing. Some is gonna bounce longer than others. You know what I'm saying? But if he tell me, hey, well, man, I do like DJing or I do like music, but I want to get into rap also. Who am I to tell him, hey, well, no, you need to focus on this ball. No, do something that you're comfortable doing. So now when I talk to you, I can relate to you about what you're comfortable doing. I think that has been missing, even just in not just with No Excuse or this guy here, Cam. I think with our youth, and I figured that out that we all got to have somebody we can relate to.
So you brought a good point up because in this very room or studio rather, I was talking to Trev. We had did an episode some months back, and that was one of the things we talked about, the fact that some kids, they got these other talents, and a lot of coaches, it's all basketball. Yeah. They don't care if you want to be a DJ. They don't care if you want to do this or want to do that. It's can you dribble? Can you score? Can you win? All right, you on the team.
Look at some of the kids they follow. They follow Bronny James, and he's a gamer.
Yeah.
He make money off of playing games as well,
But he mentioned, he said, these guys like uncle to me, and I think a lot of times when you come to coaching, like especially for y'all, do y'all ever feel the pressure to take on that another role other than just coaching, and not just coaching basketball, maybe coaching with life, coaching just as
that's
being,
what you sign up for once you coach.
It's kind of like part of it. Like for me, it's natural. That's me. That's just me. Like even if it's a kid I don't even know that don't play basketball, if I see him doing something wrong, I'm corrected. Like I don't have no fear of how they gonna respond or if they take it wrong or who their parents are. If you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong. Like that's just how I go. I feel like I was put here to do that. Basketball, that's just that's what got me out. Put it like that. Basketball is what kind of kept me in line, kept me out of school. I mean, got me through school, got me a little past high school, and then in life it just taught me, I guess, some kind of structure.
Do all the kids you coach? I mean, I know it because I knew of you before I knew who you were. But do all the kids you coach, do they know your story? Do they know like their background? I learned more when we did that podcast a while back, but
some of them, not all of them. Like he been around for a minute, so he know.
Some of them grow with you as things happen. But
like he knew me. I ain't gonna say he knew me when he was young, but he did know me. But his parents kind of like went to school with me. So he know exactly.
Okay, so okay. Because like to me, obviously, when you think about the scope of basketball in the area, you look at one of the people. Okay, they went to state. This is the team that should have won. They didn't win. I don't know if you got any excuses for that or not, but I know we talked about that.
Nah, they missed free throws.
Yeah, I always said
they missed free throws.
Look, I ain't want to bring it up.
They missed free throws. I was there at that game.
Look, I got to start it.
They make free throws. Come on, man. That's why I said.
But haven't I told you that before? I'm hard on them about making free throws because I miss.
It was you that missed them?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought it was Marcus. I was just bringing it up.
Me.
Oh, okay.
I missed 2 of them.
Marcus missed 2.
No, Marcus ain't shooting on. But like I told, when the news came to me after the game, I told him, I said, I'm supposed to make them. And that's the end. It wasn't no, no, I'm supposed to make them.
But see, things like that.
I wanted that pressure.
Things like that
I got the pressure that I missed.
Prepare them because now when you say, do they know the story? They can relate to that. Like Coach went through some of these same things on the basketball court. And then when you think about it off the basketball court, some of those kids got similar situations. If he can drive from Laney Walker to Burke County back to Laney Walker to get a kid, imagine if we had a big homie doing that for us to get us to a game.
So I'm glad you said that because that's what I wanted to get into. Also, like I know y'all do a lot of things for the community. Like how many things that y'all do? Even if we gonna talk about how many things do y'all do that y'all kind of do in perspective of damn, I wish I had this when we was coming up. I wish that we had these kind of people when we was coming up.
Everything. This is what
all of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at even with y'all, right, and looking at y'all as coaches. Like I wouldn't even have them kind of culture. But looking at the coaches y'all had, and where y'all was successful playing basketball, but y'all kind of had just regular coaches, like the modern day coaches. Wasn't no cool culture like how it is now.
But
you dress just like him.
But later on, we did get those style coaches when we got into travel ball. Some of those guys that's in the game now is what groomed us from learning the basketball aspect of the coaching.
They put us on the road. They showed us
how to go travel, how to get out of town, how to carry yourself, how to go into a gym. And some of those same guys, now we can call on the phone and say, hey, well, this is what we need. And this don't have nothing to do with basketball. This is just what we need from that person. And it's kids now that don't even play basketball no more that'll still say, hey, coach. Or, hey, what's up, Slim Jimmy? Or, hey, Mario. You know, Coach Jimmy. Hey, now I just got to be open to anything they call me now. You know, but you to go back to what you're saying, like once you start that with coaching them, that's kind of like
that's lifelong.
That's forever. You know, especially when you do it from an organic standpoint. You know, hey, I'm just coaching you for wins and losses.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna lose them, especially when you win. They're gonna move on to something next.
So what's the hardest thing in y'all mind, in your opinion, and this is probably a more difficult question, what's the hardest thing about trying to get through to kids that age that y'all deal with? Because y'all don't deal with necessarily teens. Y'all dealing with preteens sometimes. Y'all actually grooming them, so y'all 9, 8 years old even sometimes. What's the hardest thing about getting through to those kids and making sure that y'all instill y'all message into them?
I ain't gonna say it's hard to get to them. I think it's sometimes I think I push too much because I know what the world gonna throw at them. So even with them being, we could say 10, 11, 12, 13, sometimes I feel like I look back and be like, was I too hard on them? But at the same time, I know what's finna go on after like the age of 15.
Well, you been there, yeah.
Yeah, it's finna get real. And you're gonna get put in situations with your back against the wall and you gotta make a smart choice. So that one choice that you can make could ruin your whole life. Like that's kind of like where I be trying to get them to understand. One choice. I done seen plenty of my friends make just one.
Yeah.
Just one.
They ain't even bad people. They just made one bad choice.
Made one bad choice and their whole life went downhill. And I had to sit here and think about, okay, March 2001, everything was good. Everything was good prior to that. Everything after that one choice, it's like, damn. And then I could look at myself and be like, what if I made that one bad choice?
Yeah.
Right.
What if I did, like, what if I said, I don't have a strong enough thought process to say no to the peer pressure. And I just said, okay. And that one bad choice just took me on down. And then I lived my whole life to take care of my mom, like, because she did so much. But if I do that,
who gonna take care of mom?
Who gonna be there for her?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So now I'm like, little stuff like that is what I think about with them. I'm like, what are you trying to, like, I ask him questions, what are you trying to do? If he said, take care of his mom or whatever, my thing to him is, he got that, stay on that right path, because one bad choice from him could mess everything up for his little brother, his mom, and whoever else he's trying to help.
And it sucks, man, too, to piggyback what he's saying, because it sucks sometimes when like you say he's hard on them about certain things because he put a lot on himself,
right?
Too, you know, we all get this opportunity, like you said. I heard a guy say, you know, we all got we get a chance to do choices or chance. We get a chance to make a choice. We live each day to make a choice.
Yeah.
So what happened is that when he say he got friends that we can relate to, are brothers, you know, we know what not to do now. It's easy to navigate when you see the same people that's close to you not here really enjoying the ride now. You know what I'm saying? But you also don't want, I mean, it's easy. I mean, everybody can come hold a trophy up at the end. Who was at practice outside, on the outside court with no net sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can come hold a trophy up. You know, so you got a chance to make a choice now. I mean, this is what's gonna happen if you make this choice. You know, I had a kid, man, that was a hooper, but he wanted to rap, get into it with his parents. I took him to the studio, to the radio station. Hey, I'm gonna let you sit in here. I'm gonna let you see. You can't go in the room. I'm gonna let you look at the window on air when you can see, you know, different radio personalities on air. You know, now this is what you can do. But I also can call a guy right now. I know he used to work detail, and when the shoes release at the mall, they can come let you ride in his car with him too. They got a 1-bedroom apartment for you for everywhere. Every bad choice you make, they're gonna give you a 1-bedroom apartment. That choice, you're gonna get a free apartment. So it's keeping it all the way from the hip. Like, hey, I got a brother, real brother. I can't just say, hey, come to this event with me as much as I want to. This is why you don't make those decisions. You're going to still make it. You're going to do what you want to do, but you had the choice to decide how you're going to move, whether you play ball or not. We can grab your attention because everybody want to be the next. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? It don't just mean you playing basketball.
Right.
Still got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go to class. You still got to respect your mom. You still got to, do everything to stay on this path to do whatever you want to do. But if you make a choice, then, to do something outside of basketball, then you have to live with that.
So y'all brought Cam. I wonder, and I hear from both of y'all, what made him so special to bring him? Y'all done came in before, you done been around.
To be honest, it was last minute, and he's reachable to me, so it was just. But he's also played with me from the start. So with him being there from the beginning, he know the struggles we had. He done seen the good days. He done seen the bad days. He done seen it all. And
part of his choices that he make.
He never complains. He never. I mean, if he complain to somebody else. He ain't complaining to me.
You be complaining, Cam?
Yeah, and see, if we was to say, all right, Cam, you got a no excuse shirt on, and you got to go out there and represent not just Cam, but you represent something outside of Cam. I wouldn't have to worry about getting a call saying, hey, man, you got this kid over here and it's just not cutting out. So having kids in play, whether they never play a game of basketball, but you still can say, hey, I co-signed for him to get a recommendation for a job, college, entry level to whatever firm he want to go, whatever he's doing. That's somebody you can speak to because you've seen this kid not only grow on the basketball court, but you see him as a yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, carrying himself with class and saying, hey, well, with all of that, he's a hell of a basketball player too. So now you're getting a special kid, and now you're getting a kid that you wouldn't have to worry about getting the homework done. Mm-hmm. He's gonna get his homework done, and probably still got enough time to play a video game. So that's missing in youth basketball. We see parents getting shot at youth games, fights. So like now it's not about the youth no more. It's about, if I come in the gym and I got a stud, then I want credit for that kid playing basketball. Like,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you better off playing me one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we can change that narrative and say, hey, well, we got a kid that we want to put in that light. Let's gain that exposure for that kid because that kid deserve it. Don't mean the other kids don't deserve it. They all do, but
I mean, with that being said, that's kind of the purpose of the camp.
Yeah.
I mean, the showcase.
Well, before we get into the camp, you mind if I ask him some questions real quick? All right, you could just talk. Yeah, this is perfect. So, tell me, basketball, that's a sport you chose to play, right? What made you start playing basketball?
I mean, it's the sport. Like, I grew up, like, my parents, like, I just, like, my oldest sister, she was playing basketball, like, in middle school, and she just pushed me. Even though, like, she ain't, like, move, like, go nowhere with it, like, she pushed me with it. And I just pushed and pushed and pushed until I got there, until where I'm at now.
So I heard, Rick said something earlier. What you want to do? Like with your life? What do you want to do? Like what's something you want to do? Some people say they want to buy their mama house. They want to play in the NBA. They want to do this. Like what's a goal you have? Some goals you have?
My goal is to make it out the hood, really. Like, basketball is my goal. I'm really, like, trying to grind, because I know it ain't easy. I got people coming from my head. I'm trying to go for people head. It ain't easy.
He might be special after all. I don't know, man. I like that answer. But I know you said basketball is definitely tough, and yeah, people coming from your head. What do you think as far as like the grind you put in, the work you put in, that people can expect from you from the showcase? You're gonna be in the showcase this weekend, right? Mm-hmm. So in a perfect weekend, how does the showcase go for you?
I feel like it's gonna go good for me.
What you think you're gonna do? You gonna win? You gonna?
Yeah. Most likely, I'm going out there to fight for anything.
I see you on there say All-Star selection, so I don't know. Like, you think you're gonna make the All-Star selection, or what you think you're gonna do out there? I hear him saying you breaking press and stuff. I'm just trying to find out. I don't know.
Some shoes, some grip.
Because now when I attend, I'm looking for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. He ain't even like that. I'm gonna be texting him like, hey, you sure that's the same person from the day?
So now you got to put on the show.
Yeah.
And as far as basketball this year, like with Spirit Creek, what y'all expect? What y'all plan to do this year?
My plan is to win the whole thing. Because I got like other schools like Langford Middle School. They just won the championship.
Yeah.
There's one player, my friend, his name Derek Shine. I'm coming for him.
How's your team though? Like, can your team compete? I mean, you might be better than him, but is your team? How your teams fare up against each other?
We all right now, but we gonna keep pushing and pushing.
What position you play?
Point guard.
Oh, so that's your team then, pretty much. Like, how you gonna make the team better? What you gonna be doing out there? You dishing? You scoring?
Yeah, I'm dishing and scoring.
You locking down?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
You gonna see it. I'm here about defense. You know what I'm saying? If you don't score no points this weekend, if you lost my down, I'll be happy.
If Coach Rick
That's the main thing.
you gotta be able to lock down.
Make your free throws if Coach Rick coaching you too. Yeah.
Free throws and defense. Free throws and defense win games.
Yeah. Free throws win games. Yeah.
Unless you playing against me. I don't care nothing about no free throws. I'm clutch from everywhere.
Getting to the actual event. So tell me a little about this event. And before you tell me about it, like what made y'all want to do this? And the age group is what? 8, 13.
Yeah. Basically, like second, 8th grade, something like that. Yeah.
So 2nd to 8th grade, pretty much like so, but younger kids. Mm-hmm. What was the ideology behind having the younger kids showcase versus high schoolers or only middle school?
Well, I mean, for the most part, it's easier for high schoolers to find a showcase. I really want to do something for the younger kids. Sometimes they get left out because they're so young, especially down here in this area. But I feel like that's kind of my thing now, like to groom them and get them looked at, seen, where they need to be. Because you have some little kids you have that's trying to play AAU, mm-hmm. don't know how to navigate and find an AAU coach or AAU team, stuff like that. So with this event, to be honest, it'll put you in a basketball situation where if you're like that, somebody gonna talk to you. Whether
I know you're saying 8 to 13. Like how they sign it? It's like a people you already know. So you just invite only. Do you sign up for it?
People that signed up. Then you have invites. So it's just,
you can go to the Eventbrite.
Gotcha. Okay.
And sign up on there, or you can go to our page, click the link.
But it's actually locked now. It's over.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. I know.
Yeah. But so anybody if you like that, you was welcome. Even if you wasn't, but to be honest, if you wasn't, I don't even want to. It might be tough out there for you. And
it's open to so the younger youth can network a little better too.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you can go. We know about the big tournaments, mm-hmm. the P-Champs and things like that we've been accustomed to as growing up. But if you're in 4th grade and you've been the best 3rd grader, and it's not to put too much on and say, hey, you the best 3rd grader, because you may not be able to even walk straight in 3rd grade.
Top 10 class of 2029?
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be crazy.
You see what I'm saying? But
crazy.
It's also from a networking standpoint too, because if they following you now and you you get to be in 7th and 8th grade and you still cold. Now, you may not be just the best player in grassroots basketball in Augusta, Georgia. You may have other teams from other cities saying, hey, can we get this particular player?
Yeah.
And one thing I do know is that, not me too much because he's been more in the coaching realm than I am, but we never said, nah, this person shouldn't go play here because we want them to stay with N.E.T. No, you go get where you need to get that exposure because
that's rare.
I threw him away before.
Giving you somewhere else to get
special?
you in that
I
light.
made him go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because he was that special.
Yeah, I told him. Like,
It's other opportunities that you may meet. And if the whole logic of it is to enhance that player and that kid, then if that means he got to go play for Rick versus playing for me, then that's what it takes.
So y'all don't really get into the politics of things. Y'all just really trying to groom and grow.
No, man. I mean, like we said, these kids in 2nd and 3rd grade. Some of these kids may not even play basketball in 6th grade. Being the best in 3rd grade.
To be honest, the politics kind of that adult ego, all that stuff. It kind of, I don't know.
We leave that for other people,
for me.
man.
It ain't,
because
that's a whole nother argument.
In a whole nother lane.
But you see it a lot though.
Yeah.
Let me find a kid in Rick that's doing his thing that don't know how to navigate through this thing, and let me put him on and.
Oh, let's go on wax. There's kids out here who couldn't walk, literally, or run. Now they dunking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's because, bruh, coached them at one season. No, I'm saying it's kids who don't even play but have the opportunity to go to an AAU basketball tournament, even though you're not playing. You're just there because you're part of something. You're part of the brotherhood. So that, I know if I told that kid to go line up and do suicides, he might give me his all because he's seen what it was like to be a part of a team even when he didn't have a jersey. You get more out of a kid when you invest in that kid too. Don't have to be, oh yeah, you got to give me 20 points. Now I want you to go play for X, Y, and Z. Like, no, show me you could be good character for 20 minutes in a room full of these, because these kids at these ages, these kids are mean, bro. These kids are mean. You know what I'm saying? You been around, try to be around 10, 6th or 7th graders. You be all type of words, new things and all. But they, I think, like I said, I mean, not getting into that politics and not having that ego where, hey, this is just a kid that need to play for me. And I think that's been the best part that even helped, because now you got parents know, oh, they got the best interests of my child.
And so that's another thing I like about like y'all program, and y'all preach that a lot. With this particular event or showcase rather, yeah, like when y'all was younger, did y'all have these kind of things like at that age?
No. That's kind of
how long did it take y'all? Like what age did y'all start having quote unquote showcases? What age range?
We 30. I'm 36.
He said never have. He said I'm
This
36.
the first time.
Hey, I'm gonna
No,
be honest.
serious.
I'm gonna be honest.
This the first time.
Me growing up in the basketball world, I was a nobody. That it is what it is. I didn't really become somebody until late my 8th grade year, going to 9th grade, and even then I had to prove myself. But once I realized the only difference between me and whoever else was probably the length of time they've been playing. Once I got my actual body size in high school and who's a dog and who's not. And my motto was, the worst thing that can happen to me is I die. Like, if that's the worst thing that can happen to me, I ain't worried about nothing y'all trying to do. So on the floor, my breakout game in 7th grade was me locking somebody up. That was the only reason I started.
Who was it?
I don't even know.
Oh, okay, damn. I thought it was somebody.
I remember we was losing, and you know how when you was just losing, the coach like, man, you know what, y'all go in. You, like, threw me out there. I'm playing.
Yeah, I know. They lost that game, huh?
But in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring us back.
Yeah,
like that's how it felt.
Come back.
I like that though.
Point down, finna come back.
I wanted to guard whoever the best player was, whoever had the ball. I wanted them. I was guarding. I was just hustling.
Teaching them to be a dog. Let me tell you, real story, true story. Summer league. I played for Laney. I had to play against Butler. Locked him up.
Who locked him up?
Locked him up.
That's true?
He probably dropped about 40 on me, but I had a
I'm
couple
about to say,
fouls.
you made a face over there.
Nah. But see, it's at this point, people might be scared of him. Hey, I'm scared. Nah, I guard him.
Drop 40 on me, it's all good.
Hey.
I ain't scared.
You ain't gonna get 41?
Yeah, I know.
You ain't gonna get 41? You ain't gonna get 42? I bet you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use all my fouls.
Draw a line at 40.
We
Yeah.
trying to beat him by 50.
You can't take them fouls home.
Like
And
we
they don't
literally
roll
laughing
over.
the whole game.
So, but that competitive edge, man, being a dog, man, I think that rolls over even outside of basketball. That has helped so many kids because now we got kids who really is not like that, but you wouldn't know.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. So let's take him for example. We could be in the game.
Cam?
Yeah, we could be in the game, and he could be like, Coach, well, I can't. I'm like, well, make it happen then.
Sound like an excuse to me. I don't know.
Sound
That's what I'm saying.
Sound like an excuse to me, Cam. What's going on?
Sound like a whole excuse.
But he might have a logical reason. I don't even let him finish.
Yeah.
I just say make it happen because you can't come to me and say I can't do whatever, but the other team obviously they can. So if they can, and you're physically capable, go make it happen. Because if you want this basketball stuff, you gotta make it happen. Ain't nobody finna come to Augusta and say where Cam at.
What happened? They was locking you up. You couldn't get by him or something.
Well,
Like,
that happened before too.
Yeah.
That has.
oh,
happened
he
before.
get a mic. They locked you up. You couldn't go. You couldn't go
Cam,
left. Like, what happened?
Cam? You ain't gotta say the person to do it.
Now he get right there. Perfect. Yep.
Talking about
You
what
remember when
happened
you tried
The
to
time you
walk
got
off
locked
the
up. Yeah, what happened?
was in Atlanta. We had a tournament. I got locked up so
court?
bad.
In the championship game.
I
And
got
what you
locked
tried
up.
to do?
I tried to go past him, and
And
he locked me up, and I walked off the
He
court.
tried.
You walked off the court?
Yeah, I tried to walk off the court. and
Why? What was the problem?
Like
I can't say
you know
no
how when
name.
somebody like just and he like I can't like that's how he felt. Like it was in his early stages.
Yeah.
But
5 years ago, I got you. Yeah.
but he literally tried to walk off what I did to
He
you.
wouldn't let me. He threw me back
I
on
put
the
you
court.
back on the court. I said no,
tried.
don't run from it.
And it's like when we at practice, like from now, like we have a play, we go over it. I do something wrong, ain't no excuse. If I say I tried, it ain't no I tried. And he ain't going for it. He ain't going for no I tried, none of that. Ain't no excuses.
They said the guy locked you up gonna be at the showcase this weekend. That's what I heard.
I ain't worried. I ain't worried. I ain't worried.
So you
I ain't worried. I ain't worried no more.
I don't even know the name.
I ain't worrying about him no more.
Say you ain't worried no more?
I ain't worrying about him no more.
They got some new shoes. Got grip.
I know, right? They got grip now.
Man, he told me. He said he got some great bought some new slip resistant shoes. So
How that feel? Like getting locked? Like as a you young, you playing? How that feel to get locked up?
Like it's bad, but like
Is it embarrassing? Like to not be able to get somebody off you?
Yeah. Like it was like when I got locked up, I was just thinking like, dang, I just got locked up in front of everybody. Everybody looking at me. They got cameras out probably.
You probably on YouTube somewhere.
Trying to go hide or something. Like, you literally
Kid
tried
walks
to-
off the court after getting locked up.
definitely on somebody YouTube now.
But it was that was a good experience though, because to be honest, I could kind of tell him when I used to try to tell him how to play defense. That's how you should make a kid feel when you're playing defense, or your opponent. That's how you should make them feel.
See, every loss not a loss, man. That's the lesson. That's a good lesson right there. Yeah. Now you should be locking everybody up this weekend. I want to see somebody walk off the court this weekend. All right.
All right.
That's the goal.
That's the goal, man.
Like,
I'm doing that for you.
He's gonna be there now.
Do it for me.
I'm gonna do it for you.
Do it for me. And then look over there. You know what I'm saying? Throw your microphone. I give you an interview afterwards. But back to the actual showcase though, right? So like I said, I seen one. I remember my brother was like in one kind of quote unquote showcase thing. Mm-hmm. But I also remember we always talk about it to this day. They had it was like he was in 5th grade at the time, so maybe 10 years old. Mm-hmm. They had a free throw shooting contest, a 3-point shootout. Mm-hmm. Just like like a little all-star weekend for them kids, right? But they talked about it like all their life. Remember you won this. Remember you won this. But it's only one. They had that one time. That was it. If you didn't come that morning, you just missed it. It was at Butler High School.
Out. You say he was 5th grade?
10 years old. Yep, 5th grade.
And how long ago was that?
Long time ago now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, about 15 years ago.
And here's the thing with this. It's not that this is not something that no one has the ability to do. You know what I mean? It's we're just staying in our own lane with this. You know what I'm saying? There's less traffic over here when you're in your own lane. But hopefully this is something that they can still talk about. Like you said, you got a brother that played in that. Hopefully he can say, hey man, I remember I played in the showcase. I remember I did an interview before the showcase.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I'm saying with the showcase. Why I like stuff like this right now. I think that I don't know how y'all gonna go about it, but I could do multiple a year or yearly. I don't know, but I think like, even him like being here, right? So I remember my brother. He kind of just happened for him kind of quickly. He just one year he wasn't really that good, and I don't know he was right. Yeah. Like you said, you get to your body weight and you can compete with people. But like I remember him being newspaper, like they interview you, but you don't know what to say. Yeah. Like him right now, and 5 years from now, if I talk to him, it's gonna be two different people. Still could be the same mentality, but how he answers questions is gonna be different because he's gonna get used to it because he's gonna get media trained now. This is like his first version of that. Yeah. He gonna get more media trained. You know what I'm saying?
Remember we had that talk.
Yeah, exactly.
It's some high school teams out here with great players that maybe don't know how to operate with
JB coach text me.
With having that not just saying that camera in front of them, but asking those questions. And to be honest, if it's anything like that, because they may go to college, they may be on ESPN, they may be on whatever,
I just think that what it does to your psyche and like your confidence, right? So you might not, maybe say you don't perform well, whatever, but you learn a lot, so that's cool. You win, right? Say you do perform well, right? But you've been working hard, you perform well, you get an interview here, you get pictures here, you got people saying what's up, good game, Somebody might know you. You might not know, but somebody might know you as a good player. That's Cam. You like a good game to the 8-year-old, whatever it can be. That might help. That people that feel good to people. Believe it or not, that feels good. My brother would come home sometimes and be like, "Yeah, I seen Raw Hall play. He had a good game." You know what I'm saying? Like that was a big deal. Like Raw Hall had a good game. You know what I'm saying? Because he out here dropping 30. But it mean a lot to players because they looking at everybody. So to you, you might feel like I got work there. I got to put in. It's somebody looking at you and saying the same thing. Like I want to get handled like him. Yeah. I'm gonna get locked down like him. Yeah. Like, maybe not, you know what I'm saying? But they wanna emulate what they're seeing.
That does something for them, man. That does so. That's
and be in the same room with them players. So like some middle schools are gonna be there, right? So they kind of get
and elementary school. So
some elementary kids gonna like that. They gonna
look up to them,
right? It's somebody that's zoned for Spirit Creek. They know you're ready because they seen you playing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that just watching y'all that's gonna be in the same room as y'all now and playing. So that's a good. I think that age group is good. Like. I ain't know it was that young, but now I'm looking at it and thinking about it. I don't think nobody else doing that around here. Nobody else. I haven't heard of
and not with some a lot of these guys. These kids can actually go too. Yeah, it's just that they never was on a team to put them in a position to be seen.
The actual showcase would give. I ain't gonna say the city haven't seen a lot of the kids, but really the city haven't seen a lot of these kids.
Right.
So this is really a good.
I think it's a positive connotation with the name showcase. So you think about these kids that are gonna be 8 to 10. Let's say 8 to 10. Mm-hmm. Middle school they get to have games, right? Mm-hmm. But when they're 8 to 10, when you think about it, all they got is rec ball. Yeah. And I don't care what nobody say. I like it and all that, but it's a negative connotation to that sometimes because when you get to high school, rec ball ain't popular no more. It ain't what you want to be.
Right now, middle school, you leave rec and try to play middle school, it ain't the same speed.
If you play rec in middle school, it's like, oh, that's what you do. All right. I'll play for Spirit Creek or I'll play for AAU.
Imagine
you know what I'm saying?
Trying to be in 9th grade or 10th grade, trying to tell somebody you on the Augusta Sixers for.
I remember that I was in school when it happened. I ain't know nothing down here, but they was like, "Oh, you don't play for? Why you over here? You don't play for the school?" Because Bernie Ward and Butler's like right there. Yeah. So everybody's in that little middle section, talking like, "I got a game." Like, I bet. So we think he's going coming here. Like, your game over there.
Nah, you going to court B? You going to court B over there? Yeah.
You about to come
your
to
ball ain't got no air in it yet. You got to pump your ball up still. Yeah.
So it's
you got to bring your own ball to your game.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And they probably playing with that finger breaker ball. But the thing is, when you say showcase, it exemplifies like people who got talent. These are talented people of this age group right here. Yeah. So then when you playing, like you feel like you're playing the best competition in the area of your age group. Mm-hmm. So you do kill. Your confidence is through the roof now. Like, I done did good at the showcase. I done did good at the showcase.
Man.
And I think that's a good thing. Like
Yeah.
I think this might be something that I might got one with this one. This
I
is
think
this
it's
is one of
gonna
them.
be real fun, to be honest. I can't wait. Like my anxiety is going crazy, but just getting everything situated. But when I get to actually relax and watch these kids play, that's when it's really gonna be real. Cause for the most part, I know all the kids. I've seen them play, and I know it's gonna be some good games, especially.
So how it's supposed to work? Like, give me a landscape of thing. How many games supposed to be? If you know how many are like.
Every kid is guaranteed 3 games.
Okay.
Every kid will get a lot of playing time. So if wherever you played at, you didn't get a lot of playing time, or whoever you played for, or you finna get your chance. You finna get your chance to showcase your talent in front of your city, your parents, people from out of town, different social media outlets, photographers. If you like that, people finna find out. And like somebody asked me what they showcasing for. Like, they're not showcasing for no college and that. So what they showcasing for? In this new age and time, it's not what you're showcasing for. That's just the basketball culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. And a lot of them, bragging rights, mixtapes, highlights. They want these things.
You know,
Our exposure.
that's what I was gonna say. It's
Look at it
exposure,
like
right?
this. I mean, they could be playing here, and somebody can see them in California.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a
When
lot
we
of kids that
played,
don't have no highlights.
somebody
Like,
had
any kind of video footage of them.
yeah,
nothing at
you
all.
had to come to that game to see us play.
But you look at and you probably can speak to this. Y'all both of y'all speak to this more than he could. Like back in coming up the late '90s, early 2000s, people played in the park. You played in the court, right? That's not really a thing no more. I don't know if y'all know it, but you drive past courts, you don't see people playing basketball no more, right?
Yeah.
That's they court now. Social media, that vibe, that exposure we talking about is they basketball court now. Whereas you got your name from the playground. Oh, you ever seen Rick play? He played such and such this park. You go to certain parks.
Yeah.
People got people at the park that's nice. They don't play in school, but they nice at the park.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you go watch them. That's how you got your name up.
There's a lot of that's out there.
This is that now.
And I had a conversation with a guy. He was talking, man, I don't know what's wrong with these kids. They ain't sociable these days. I said, you know what, man? These kids actually are more sociable, than us. And I spoke to another dude that's close to me. And we had a conversation about that topic because, like I said, you may have the guy that's in the neighborhood that's just fire, but everybody know him just in the neighborhood. Imagine throwing him on a video and uploading it to whatever. Now, he may be an 11th grader that haven't played but still got a college offer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Based on what they seen of him, or may get a tryout to come walk on somewhere.
Yeah.
From the power of that camera, being that exposed. Yeah, it may started when he was in 2nd grade. Was he great in rec ball at that age? Probably not. But by the time he got to the 6th grade, somebody remembered the showcase.
But the exposure in the social media, exposure, I like that you put that on there because we live in a viral society, so you don't never know what happened. I mean, it sounds silly, but Ayo could just cross somebody up and he falls. Like, now that's a who is that? How many?
Yeah.
And these kids, don't get me wrong, like people get older and they don't grow, so they.
Hey, I challenge anybody that's watching this, go see the interview that coach was Brad Stevens, coach for the Celtics, when he spoke on with J.D. Davison, how the Celtics organization watched most of his mixtapes. He played for the Celtics. They said, yeah, you can put together a 5 mixtape. Sometimes that's what really all it takes for some people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's not a great player, but you knew him from nonstop mixtapes.
But it do a lot to you. Like I remember getting my brother's first ever like mixtape Chad made. I was saying to everybody like you couldn't tell me that wasn't. It wasn't really nothing. But you couldn't tell me it was something because you seeing yourself playing at a high level or just doing some things that you're working hard for.
Watch one of his mixtapes the other day.
Yeah.
I watch them all the time now.
Somebody captured that and saying, you know what, now I know what to expect. But then look at it like somebody like your brother. If he was to able even just meet your brother, bro, your brother played for Kyle.
Yeah.
I can tell you how it is to be out on this West Coast. Some of these people never left Augusta.
That's another thing people don't think about, the connections you get at these events.
On,
because
man.
you build, look at y'all two. You build,
Kyle,
you build these connections and it's like.
People, I would like to even just visit the school. You know what I'm saying? Not letting them you now you bro, you just played on Butler on Lumpkin Road. Now you rocking this whole arena out.
Yeah.
Like
that's a different man.
Definitely.
That ain't happen often.
The connection is gonna be the main thing, especially for these kids.
Yeah.
Like it's the networking for these kids and that that basketball brotherhood. That's gonna be the main thing.
That's why I like the fact that it's so many, whether it's teams winning state, whether it's players that's getting signed and actually doing great things in college, as opposed to just sitting on a roster and just finishing, because they come back and they come to these events and then they go to these kids' games and these kids know them, but they don't know them. But then it's like, yo, you did a good game. That one little moment.
Oh man.
I seen Drez with somebody from I forget the kid name. He a light skinned kid. He nice. He play high school ball right now too.
Crawford.
Him, that's his name. Yeah, I
know
remember watching him
UGA.
play. He was young when Don used to play in college, like come home from college. He playing with fresh college kids, and he held his own. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go soft on him either.
Yeah, he played like that.
But he was nice. But I'm seeing him and Drez. I remember Drez was there that day. You know what I'm saying? Drez wasn't even Drez yet.
Yeah.
Drez was still complaining all the time. Drez, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's just when you see the kids grow like that, and you see like, damn, like. He got a scholarship for Georgia. He had Georgia, and I was like, "That's beautiful." Just a couple years ago, they both were just playing
from the house.
to make the college kids happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see if I can score on Don. Let me see if I score on Zep. Now they going to Georgia. They might play. That's just you build that at them kind of.
That's what those open runs, those showcases.
That's what they do.
Hey man, come to the game. Even if you just say "good game, young fella," that's what happens.
It go a long way, bro.
Yeah, that's what happens.
A long way.
So. Not just to make it about a city thing. I just think, man, we got so many. We got some big dogs in the area. It's some guys that's in this area have produced so many kids in other sports that some kids may go to. Shout out to Furley. They go to Furley to train to get all they steps and everything, feet work together, and may not even play football. Or track, and he specializes in speed and all that, but they may use that on the basketball court,
right?
Cutting and turning, and there's so many kids that go to him for just simple things like that, or things that get corrected. Now they're killing on the basketball court because of they got a guy that's saying, "Hey, I'm going to invest in you." Got a guy like Rick saying, "Hey, well, all right, I spend another 30 minutes to an hour." Mind you. At the end of the day, these men still going home to their families. Pig trained a lot of people. He trained me for my first showcase for me.
Y'all played in high school?
Yeah.
Who me and Pig?
Y'all went to school together? Y'all played?
Nah, it was no older than us.
I played him twice my sophomore year.
Oh,
he was a senior. He played for Richmond. I was at Cross Creek then.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't getting the game.
I don't know Cross Creek stories.
I played. I would lock them up though.
Play Laney?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Wildcat.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Didn't know that. Should have known. I don't know. I should have known you was a Wildcat. I don't know why.
We down one way in, one way out. Yeah.
I hear you.
Get busy down there.
What? Well, I can't answer that. You know high school? Nah, I ain't gonna answer that. I don't know because there's a lot of politics in Augusta. Yeah, I know. I don't want to get him started on that because I can see it.
He homeschool, boy.
He said something earlier. I was like, hey, I don't talk about that. Yeah. Like, keep that out. But that's some of the things you're gonna learn too. Like it's something you just can't talk about. Like you just can't.
Yeah, video being court, getting testified.
I tell you, man, it messed up everything. Well, he said that one decision. They don't do it.
Yeah, chances and choices, man. That's the choice you do.
But I wanted to ask you, like, and I don't know why I had this. I watched the movie the other day, and I wanted to ask people, what's your favorite basketball movie? Like, in your opinion, like, you got good basketball, you got a good message, it's entertaining. What's your favorite basketball movie?
Coach Carter.
Why and why? I'm gonna let you go first. So, Coach Carter, why?
Just how he changed the boys, and he was hard on them. They hated him, and at the end, they realized they needed him. And then, just look at. I mean,
it's a good movie.
He put him on the right path, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, he did.
Because he had to be the hard coach, the mean coach, to get him to understand where he was coming from, and then it was like everybody was turning against him, and then they went right back and they needed him, and then they understood why later.
Right.
And mine's loving basketball.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you said
what's up with this guy, man?
Hey. Then his ball.
Tell me why.
His ball stopped bouncing.
Okay, I like that perspective.
And what he had to depend on
his woman.
All right, but that doesn't mean he wasn't great at what he was doing. His ball just had to stop bouncing. Everybody gonna have to have that. Okay, what are you gonna do now? moment. See, that again, how I said this is work for us because he may go all the way to the league. I do expect for him to still be coach, even if he had a pinnacle of his career. Whether he called me coach, Slim Jimmy, Mario, Big Homie, whatever, it's still gonna be life lessons that you're still gonna get when that ball stop bouncing. It's that we know that we can't run from. Like
I can see that.
I mean, look at it like this: your best players from high school level all the way to the pros. If they're not playing in the pros anymore, they're doing something else other than basketball. But it still got to be productive to be in the society. You know, you're not going from being Michael Jordan to now you robbing banks or now you the local dope boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you even money. You know, Michael Jordan didn't make most of his earnings from basketball.
Yeah, most of them don't.
It's from the seeds he planted outside of that. Whether they can just say, "Hey, greatest you can use Michael Jordan," but use LeVar Ball for example. He talking about he'll lock Michael Jordan up. He created that buzz. Now you got 3 kids that's in the NBA. Some people call him crazy as a crazy dad. I can see him doing that. Why? Because his ball gonna stop bouncing, but you still preparing those kids to say, "Hey, now you got millionaire sons."
LeVar just strategized.
See what I'm saying? It's I'm the one that all right, well, cool. I still talk smack. I drop 30 on anybody in Augusta right now.
Well, I put my hand up and say no.
I ain't playing no basketball, bro. I'm gonna call
Just making
timeouts
sure.
in the one-on-one
You might
game.
score 30 on my man right here.
I ain't
Cam ain't
playing
saying
no
that.
more
I don't
either.
know. Cam ain't
I
saying
ain't
that, so he
playing no
might
more
get that
either.
30 on him.
But when it comes to okay, outside of that, what we gonna do? How we gonna market this? How we gonna get this business out the ground? How we gonna network? How we gonna also still find time to take care of this family too? You know what I'm saying? So it's finding the overall balance. Somebody got to be able to keep the balance of it. You know what I'm saying? And I said it, because loving basketball is my movie, but it's the balance that we able to have between the game of basketball and then doing everything we doing now. We don't have a team, bro. We don't have a 4 or 5 secretaries. Too much muscles. It's, bro, I need the truck. I'm finna go do this. I'll be back. You know, it's things like that. So, not that goes back into us not making no excuse. We just finding a way to get everything done.
You said that's your favorite movie, so I have to ask you. I asked Coach Douglas, he was here, but we ain't talk about he was a guest speaker there, right?
Yeah.
We'll get in that in a second. But who was wrong, Monica or Quincy? That's your favorite movie, right? And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm trying.
I think Quincy.
Why? I need to know why. Talk to the mic. I don't know what he's got going on.
Patience, bro. We want that instant gratification right now. He wanted, going to the league.
I'm talking about who was wrong. The situation they had. Who was wrong out of the two?
Oh, Quincy.
Why he was
How,
wrong?
what's
Why
up?
he was wrong?
He's really finna turn up. He's really finna turn up. But I really think it was really no right or wrong, bro. I think it was it was that had to happen. That had to happen. I mean,
I think it happened. It had to happen for the good.
I mean, I just feel like it just had to happen because we all got to go through that point where we got to mature. We gotta. Now, I ain't gonna say we gotta lose something to understand, but a lot of times we don't know as men. It don't really sting us until it hurts like that. Oh, somebody ain't with you, or you move on, but you ain't got who you right. We all know when we with the wrong person. In life, we know that. We know when something ain't good for us. We just do it because we like the thrill of it. We like the excitement of it. We like the rush, the drilling of it. A lot of stuff we do, we don't know why we do it. As I'm just saying, as men. But when you starting to learn, like, hey, bro, I got to make the right move because now it's other things or other people that's watching me. You know what I'm saying? Then we get right.
You seen Love Basketball before? You like the movie?
Basketball.
Yeah. What's your favorite basketball movie?
I ain't got one.
You said you ain't got one?
I ain't got one.
You like Mike.
Like Mike? Yeah. That's kind of trash.
Oh my god.
Now I watched Above the Rim the other day, and I started thinking about it. Some other good movies, you know. So
That one good too.
I like Sunset. I'm from New York, so I like the Up North movie, but Coach Carter is probably one of the better ones when you talking about lessons and stuff of that nature. That was trash. I'm sorry. I just his acting's not good to me.
What was the movie?
He Got Game.
He Got Game. Yeah.
It's by choice, I guess. You know about picking if you a draft pick type thing. That
You saying it was trash because of
his acting was horrible to me. It wasn't good. Like
It was kind of funny.
it was horrible. It just wasn't. He's a good player.
It's like LeBron and Space Jam, right?
I didn't say it was great. I like LeBron. I watched it once. I couldn't really get through it.
LeBron and Space Jam, He Got Game.
That second Space Jam was I couldn't really.
I watched He Got Game before that. I watched He Got Game.
Okay.
I can't watch. I ain't into all that. It should have left Space Jam alone. Me personally, but
Especially not at this age.
should have made his own movie, something else, call it something else, and just
The
make your own
little
movie.
kids probably could.
Yeah.
He could have did that. He could have. When he got a school, what is it called, something.
Yeah.
He could have made a movie that and just had his own movie. Like I don't understand why they.
That Adam Sandler movie was pretty great.
That was good. That was good.
yeah.
I like that more than basketball. I don't know, maybe it's a classic. You know what I'm saying? But for me, for the wrong reasons. I didn't like it for basketball though. I like it for the other stuff. Yeah.
I just still that's yeah.
Don't play nobody for one-on-one for your heart. It is a lot of stuff that's wild in that movie. Like,
No, you can't play 1-on-1.
like one thing she get married, the next thing is like, all right, then
it's over
he
now.
elbowed her to the floor, like she
Yeah.
done fell. Like, what are we doing here? It's really wild. But I want to talk about just telling people what can they expect at the event besides the basketball, besides the events, the kids playing, the exposure the kids get. That's what the kids getting, but what people that want to come spectate, want to come watch, want to come see and enjoy their time, what they gonna get from the.
I can tell you this. It's gonna be a positive event. I don't put up with the foolishness, all the like I said, the politics. I just want these kids to have fun, enjoy their time. And I want all the parents to come and just support. I want people around the city, if you're coming from out of town, I just want you to support. Like, just give these kids some support. Let them have fun. You relax and chill because there ain't no winner or no loser.
I was gonna ask you what the vibe was, cause AAU vibe's a little
Yeah,
different
that's
than
what I'm saying. See, okay,
parents
so-
come in and
Hey,
start wilding
DJ
out.
Slim Jimmy controlling the vibes of the music
Parents,
too.
we
So.
can
Okay,
chill.
there we go.
We can just sit back and chill. Ain't no trophy. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose.
You said you get custom shirts.
But
Everybody get them?
all the kids getting their custom jerseys, camp jerseys. Of course, it's gonna be all-star selections. I mean, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, I want these kids to have a positive experience in the basketball. I guess in the basketball world, because I want them to get the network. I want them to have fun. I want them to get loose. I want them to be able to just play freely without the I have to win. I have to
Yeah,
win.
Cam got it. He give me that face like I ain't coming. I'm coming to win.
But it's gonna be some good. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some some good matchups. It's gonna be some good matchups. So it's gonna be some good competitive ball. Because from what I know about most of these kids, I don't care how much I say ain't gonna be no winner or no loser.
Nobody.
They want to win,
Yeah.
and they do not want to look bad in front of their peers, in front of those other 80 to 100 kids that's in that gym. So they gonna play, and it's gonna be some good food. You got Cardrick, Art of Style, Style of Art, I think that was it called. He's cooking on the grill, so the concession's gonna be rocking. You got Slim Jimmy on the ones and twos. You already know how that vibe is.
Yeah.
You're gonna have N.E.T gear in the building. I'm releasing some new stuff this weekend, so kids, make sure you there.
We got a few other vendors and stuff that's gonna come
That's
out
dope.
too.
I got a
Italian
water
ice.
ice vendor gonna be out there. So if you get hot or whatever, go ahead and get refreshed. What else I got? I got Beeline
Well, yeah, I just saw him the other day. Yeah,
clothing brand.
he was
gonna
at the
be
Soul
there.
Fest. Yeah, I met him there. Yeah, he got some good clothes.
So I mean, it's gonna be a whole vibe, man, and just come out and enjoy. I want y'all to get good footage. I mean, if you pull your phones out. Pull your phones out. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's gonna be a show. Now, say if something do happen, something get out of hand. We're not doing all that egging it on. No. We cutting that dead.
Please
right there.
find me or Rick first.
No, I'm telling my staff members also, we're cutting it dead. It ain't gonna be we're not even egging it on. It ain't finna be that. I don't do that. All right. Also, it's gonna be some good coaches in the building. Guest speaker, you got Darren Douglas, champ,
Shout out to him.
Town. I gotta shout him out. You're gonna have Rod Hall in the building, Marcus Curry.
Who? No, I'm playing. I'm just fucking.
Walter Jackson.
Oh, Walt.
They're all gonna be in there trying to tell people how to play defense. Hopefully, I mean it's gonna be a good bit of coaches in there. Tay Shavers. Mario said he want to play you one-on-one.
We have a one-on-one scheduled game Sunday. Play about 3:00. No, Tay, that's my dog, man. Tay been around for a minute, but I do need to get that one-on-one, Tay. Yeah.
I had Coach Douglas on the podcast about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah,
I never saw him before. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I knew that they won. It's Grovetown. I don't know nothing about Grovetown. You know, like who knows that, right? But talking to him, like he got like one of the greatest philosophy. If that's how he coach and he really like operate. Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I was like, damn, I wish I would have sent my brother to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no respect to body on him, but you want to send somebody to a program that's going to go beyond basketball. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he not even coaching kids to win a championship. He coaching kids to win their life. It seemed like
his real brother.
They just win the championship in the process.
His real brother, man. He's just using basketball to. He's actually using that just as one of his tools.
Nah, for real. He's real organic too.
That ball stopped bouncing over there. He's still gonna tell you how to get through life with it.
Yeah.
And seeing that, and seeing what adversity has been for him, knowing like, hey, I may be at somewhere where I may not have the full support of everybody here, but I still find a way to get it done. And he's a good brother, man.
His story was good. He was saying how he had like 13 interviews and like nobody gave him one. Aquinas was the first one that gave him a chance, and he wanted to stay for them. Boom.
Yeah.
And wanted to stay at Grovetown. Like it's just I don't know. It's a good story though. Like so, I think even kids getting that information, getting that is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope. Like just that alone. If I'm a kid, I'm happy. I got a state championship coach.
Come on, man.
You know,
how many people
Two?
know got a state?
Not many.
That's what I'm saying.
Just him.
All right.
Because I know Ricky, but he missed the free throw, so it was all good.
Yeah.
Tay, but shout out to Tay too, man, because Tay his assistant coach.
Oh, shout out to Tay.
Yeah,
What's
Tay, and you know, not to share Tay story, but Tay had, you know, adversity, man, and the way he shook back, that brother know them X and O's, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember he coached at a middle school, and he something like that. He pretty good, right?
And he was at Greenbrier as well. You know?
Now I don't know a story, nothing too crazy. You know, I know y'all play with his brother. You play with his brother, right? Steve, right? But it's gonna sound funny, but it goes to show you, like I do feel like a lot of times too, people think that you gotta be an extraordinary basketball player to be a coach.
No.
And Tay is proof of that. Like he's a good coach, but he wasn't the greatest player. You know what I'm saying?
Tay got a state. How many people you know got a state?
Not many.
All right.
Just him.
I mean, whatever he do at this point on, he gonna always be
definitely
state champion. What's his boy for the South? Brian Scatterbrain or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
People don't remember who he is, but that's
a white guy for the Celtics.
Yeah, he got a championship though, you know. But yeah, Tay, that's my dog though. But I got to get him on Sunday.
Something I told Coach, Tay, long time ago. I think he was in college or he was about to get out, and he was talking about coaching, but I don't know what we was talking about. And he, for some reason, he was having doubts about coaching. I said, bro, like, you could be Coach K. You don't even know it. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't even try it,
it's gonna be
you don't even know what's going to happen. And this was early years. And he was like, yeah, you're right. I should just do it. I was like, bro, what you got to lose? Like, I think he was about to get out of college or still in college. I'm like, bro, like, you ain't got no kids. You don't have nothing to lose. Like, just do it. And now look at him now. I just be like, I just sit back and watch, like, because he used to coach.
He was winning at Orangeburg.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. That's what it was.
Bro,
that's what it was.
Winning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, I don't want to talk to him like, online, because he be online all the time. He ready, but he been winning. So, I mean,
you probably get a 1-on-1 though, but the coach,
I'm gonna get him 1-on-1.
Coach, he gonna take you up though.
But yeah,
but you'll get a 1-on-1 though.
I probably got a 5 squad. Now I take Cam over there. I
don't know. Cam might get locked up.
Tay really, and walk off. Tay really do his thing though, man. That's my dog. Tay really do his thing.
But yeah, that's little bro.
Before we get, I do want to ask you this with the Netgear. Like, I see you do a lot of pop ups and stuff, right? So like, I know a lot of people who, one, want to do pop ups. Two, they make clothes and stuff like that. But maybe the drive not all the way there. Like, what be driving you to be at all these events, all these pop ups set up, and what goes into your setup execution? Because it seems like you damn near sell out every time.
I'm gonna be honest. You gotta think about it. I worked in Foot Locker Inc. for 15 years. So with me doing that basically been my college. That was my college. That was my schooling. And I always wanted to do clothes. I just didn't have the resources or the tools or whatever to actually do it. And then I think 2012, I actually started a clothing brand for like a month. And then I didn't have the, like I said, resources. And I just stopped. I left it alone because it was too much. But I guess 2015, 16, 17, I got my feet wet, and I just started. And I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna lose a lot of money if you're trying to do that. You're gonna lose a lot of money because, for one, if you're creating a design, you gotta make a sample. If you're making a sample, you gotta pay for that sample. Now, if you want to get the brand out, you gotta give away a lot of stuff because you just want to get it out. So that's stuff you're paying for that you're just giving away. And then you gotta find a hitter. You gotta have something that just hit. Like that one thing I know I can count on the sale. And I could honestly say the Augusta shorts was mine.
I was gonna say it's the shorts. Yeah, definitely the Augusta shorts.
The shorts hit.
Yeah, being
so
consistent
when it hit, okay, now I can start working.
But the giveaway thing, I think is dope. I think a lot of people don't. They look past that because they be so money hungry. Like you kind of have to do that because you can pick and choose who you do it to because you can get the right person. That can you giving that one shirt that one person could really get you 5, 6 sales.
That's a walking billboard.
Exactly.
Free promotion.
When I say they think I'm going crazy.
A year
for free.
Year and a half for free.
Bro,
now I'm
dope.
having to turn down gigs
Yep.
that now I can choose what I want to do now.
That's how you gotta do it.
I can choose whether I want to get out the house and go plug up anywhere now, and not just because I have to do it. It's because I want to do it.
And then the main thing is consistency. We've been consistent like a good
staying consistent
4 or 5 years, just whether it work or not.
Yeah,
like
you gonna lose.
That's exactly whether it work or not. Just go.
You gonna.
It's tough.
Yeah, man.
Like nobody knew I was staying up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 7.
Man, let me
get
tell
ready
you,
for work and go to work, get off at 5, stay up to 5 again.
It's a grind.
Designing
true
story. Going back to bed, waking up at 7, going to the mall, like consistent,
and doing it over, or having our meetings. Bro, you up?
Like,
yeah, I'm up. This in the morning because now. Remember I told you the balance of the family. You take care of everything you do. You put your whole house to sleep, and then now you in your garage, and I'm in my out room garage, and now we sending back and forth designs. We talking about content. We talking about inventory. We talking about gigs, and now if this the time that we can do our meetings, it may be 2 a.m, but it's gonna pay off at some point, But night conversation, like, hey, you on the phone, man? Yep. I'm handling business. It's 2 a.m, but this is the only time.
Think about this: you laying in the bed, or you walk out the room with your wife, or whatever.
Yeah, more like whatever. But go ahead.
I don't know the situation, and you on the phone in the middle of the night. So if they see you on the phone walking out the room, what you thinking?
Yeah, they getting up. What you on the phone? Yeah, who you on the phone with?
What? So now I got your phone on. Like,
I know, right?
So I'm working. Like I'm really working.
Hey, but it does take.
That's funny.
It takes a different
real. Like
what? It takes a different type of patience.
You on the phone with all the way up to 4 o'clock in the morning.
I got it, man. I got it to my wife, man. Shout out to my wife, man. I figure out what has worked for me. And I just include her in it now. If I got to do bookings, you do my booking schedule.
Yeah.
You know what time or how much time you willing to me allocate for doing these gigs. Yeah, you want this nice Benz that you stay driving. You know what I'm saying? I got to go do something.
Right.
But I also know saying, hey, well, it's family time too.
Yeah.
And my wife said, "Hey, I know if I booked you for 3 days during this week, you can take that weekend off."
Right.
It's finding that balance, and yeah, it's gonna take a lot of grind, man. Late nights, and I'm not, everybody say, "Oh, we work grind hard." Like, no, I'm talking about literally you on the phone, me and Rick on the phone outside because I may be talking too loud, or he may be. We finding ways to
Right.
to get it done, and not being afraid to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about just money. It could be patience. It could be time. Because right now, money ain't even what's gonna get me. It's my time now.
You gotta sacrifice though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's scary too though. I ain't gonna lie. Like
The
ever since
unknown.
I've been like you could say retired.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Yeah.
And,
Retired,
but
right?
like for real, like I had literally I had to make a decision. I could have either stayed with the company or I could go 100 in on my company. I made a decision. So I mean, I hope in the future it is the right decision. It's the unknown because my kids, family, like are used to living a certain type of life,
Right.
and I gotta keep providing the same type of life because they don't understand. Like my son, I don't think he understands that I don't work no more. I really don't. Like,
Yeah, no,
like he really don't understand that he gotta live. He's still living the same type of life. So I gotta bust my butt because I got them living a certain life, and that's all they know.
You gotta maintain
That's
it.
what you created.
Yeah.
So
You create that monster like that.
when you're saying, "Oh, Rick,
In his life,
Rick is at every event doing pop-ups," bro, that's all I do.
Yeah, I say now. Yeah, it
I
makes
ain't
sense.
no
Okay, it
job.
makes
I'm
sense.
there. I don't have nowhere to go. Like I'm thinking about how to do a pop-up on the beach now. I want to do a pop-up on the beach. I don't know what beach, but I want to be on the beach. I want to go up north somewhere and do a pop-up. But that's like I had that talk with my wife, so she understands if I say, "Well, baby,
Packing up. We're
next
going to
week
Philly.
I'm going to New York. I want to do a pop-up at this event." It ain't gonna be no. She don't care. Like she know what I'm trying to do.
I think that's what been the key part.
Yeah, that is
for
the key
us.
part. Because if you're
I say this, and I'm going on wax, going on camera. A lot of times, and it's not bragging, being ego. I do good as a DJ because my wife put me in a position. I get my playlist for my wife. So a lot of these cats out here really getting beat by girls. Like, but I say that, and I'm not just saying it just because my wife. I like literally like we have sections where, just like you go to basketball practice, I'm in the kitchen or I'm in my office setting in my little room where I'm working on my board. I call Rick, boy, I got another one, boy. And it just like you'll think I'm in the studio mixing up something.
Right.
But I'm finding creative ways to incorporate what I'm doing, and now I'm learning how to really do it. So now when I went from doing gigs for free, now you're paying me to do weddings now, and I know my wife is doing a wedding with me, where she may be coordinating and doing whatever, but she may say, "Hey, well, remember that list we created in the in the kitchen? Run that,
That's dope.
and that's been working. So in the fact that I have someone that's saying, "Hey, all right, we're gonna run it like this," because she got a different ear, and then the crazy part about it, you get the females dancing.
Yeah, that's it.
Women, you get your mom dancing, everybody gonna follow behind your mom. You get your grandma, your auntie dancing. They typically be the ones that keep the parties going. So I've learned that and learned how to. I'm not gonna say I learned. I'm learning how to balance the DJing, the family, the work. The clothing line, the basketball. It's still a lot because, like I said, I mean, honestly, if we had to go do something, it just, man, bro, we loading these cars up. You know what I'm saying? We unloading these cars. We got speakers on our laps driving,
You should be used to that, man. You had the rolling speaker.
Huh?
You had the rolling speaker. You got to be used to that now.
Yeah. And I remember that, man. I remember those stages for, crawling before you walk. So
Definitely.
I have it where I got a team that I can go, hey, we need this set up and build up, so man, that support of those wife is critical right now.
That history from like the beginning is big too. Like when you look back, it's motivation too. where you at now.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, when our first pop-ups, he was there. What we were selling?
I forgot, it was a long time.
When we was down in downtown.
Oh, we're selling masks.
That was it.
Mask.
We were selling masks.
That's dope.
You had to have one.
Yeah, but I say it's.
And then you get paid.
Yeah.
I had this designer like type of mask, the mask I designed, and we was just selling them.
Ah, yeah.
And
It was
they
over
was
there.
buying
Came
That's
from
dope.
nothing. Shout out to
They
Red.
was
What
just
up,
masks.
cuz?
They were just masks. And now when I pop up, I tell them I'm bringing the whole mall to the sports event.
Yeah.
And I think like that go full circle with you're doing anyway here because like I said, the showcase, I do feel like kids, that's the young kids, they gonna remember this and it's gonna be something that they gonna adhere to. And when you say full circle, whatever they build starting from that, it's gonna come full circle to them as well. Yeah. They're gonna be having interviews, having a good game, going to college, whatever the case may be. But they'll look back at the stuff that y'all did for the community and it'll come full circle to them too. So before we gotta tell them where they can come this weekend, the times, the place. It's at Bernie Ward.
Yeah, Bernie Ward.
That's your stomping grounds. That's what I heard.
Hey, Lunkin Road is all mine. I don't care what nobody say. Lunkin Road is me. But you can catch the showcase at Bernie Ward Saturday from 5 to 10, Sunday from 10 to 5. All right? I mean, it may go a little bit longer depending on the show that's going on. But I'm telling y'all, do not miss the show. Do not. I can't stress it enough. I'm telling you, because from what I know and what the kids that I know that's coming, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna enjoy it. If you like,
if not for nothing, come and bring some cash, man. Buy some gear, some net gear.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
net gear gonna be.
And you can come to these events even if you don't have a kid playing. It is open to the public. You know, you still can come as a spectator.
Bring your phone. Go live.
Yeah, bring your phone. Hey, but look, I want to send a message. I want all my bros, all my hoop bros, the whole basketball family. I know I don't hoop no more, but y'all know who y'all are. All the bros that play basketball still. I want y'all to come support these little kids, man, because they need to know y'all faces also, because y'all are kind of like the history, and a lot of these kids don't know you, and you don't know a lot of these kids, and that need to be known in the city, because the village finna start back with, if I can create this vibe right here, that's gonna start the village, because Cam didn't know you before the day. You didn't know Cam, but if you see Cam in the streets doing something crazy, you'll feel like you could say something to him, because you know him. You met him before, and he'll take it from you because, oh, that's and that's Coach Homeboy. So like, I gotta, and
makes sense.
It goes a long way. So with that being said, the village starts today, man.
Yeah, and listen to these young cats, man. They telling us what they want. They just using different terms.
That's all.
I've realized that, you know, even just having, you know, these kids around me and kids of our own, they telling us what they want. They just using different terms. You know, we would say simple stuff at our boy, you lying. They use the word cap. Same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the same thing. They tell us what we want. So I think if they if they see big homies in the stand and they just made a shot, whether you coaching a team or you the guy on the block buying the whole block ice cream when the ice cream truck come through, it's important that they see you when they doing something in that light. You know? So if it's 2 hours of your time, then I challenge same thing. I've said this before, I challenge anybody, every hooper, anybody that's doing something in the community, trying to do something in the community, want to do something in the community, but don't know where to start, then I guarantee you, if you come to the showcase, whether that's Saturday or Sunday, somebody will point you in the right direction. Or you will meet somebody that you can start doing that with, whether that's us or a vendor that's there. Because everybody that's going to be in the presence of that is going to be good people. No matter what they're offering. You know, they could be good people, and they could change your life, whether we work together or not.
I like that bringing the village thing up. You might want to put that on the shirt. Make sure I get proceeds from that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Hey, but look though, like, you know, every time I pull up, I gotta bring gifts for you, so you already know.
I love gifts.
Swag with my.
Oh, I got some.
Hold on.
Yeah, open that up. Let me see what I got, man.
I'm opening it up for you.
Mine, get him right.
Because
Get him right.
I'm gonna tell you a secret about this. Nobody got this color except for me. I did this color for myself, and it just can't. Well, I'm just dropping it.
Ooh.
So you got the cream. All right.
Butter.
No excuse, team.
I bought a John. Real
Hey,
butter.
you can wear it this weekend.
I'm talking about you can wear any shoe
Oh,
with
I
that.
love
Let's
those.
go.
You can wear your sandals with your toes out with that one.
Hey.
Come through on your Hawaiian tip on that.
Hey,
yeah.
I might
Stephen
wear the
A.
sandals
Hey,
with it.
hey. And
Oh
they
my
got
God.
the
Put your
band.
keys on there, huh?
How you know my thing was dirty, man? I got a
already-
dirty
I
right
already know.
one.
There you go. My bad.
It's all good. I can't catch. It's all good, but we good.
Hey,
we out here.
now, with that being said, like I said, N.E.T Gear gonna have some new drop this weekend.
Yeah,
It's
go
one
get you
of 'em.
one.
All right, so I see y'all Saturday. It's not releasing until Saturday, so you ain't gotta worry about nobody else having it. So if you get it, you the only one got it besides me and Maine.
Yeah. Let me make sure I get that now before you change your mind.
Yeah.
That's you. That's you.
That would change mine.
But now back to you guys that's trying to get on. I told y'all gotta give away some stuff. Stop holding on to it. Give it away.
Listen, you got to crawl before you
Like
walk.
If you don't sell it, what you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, all right.
Hey, man. I come to the studio, drop it off, man. Drop it off at the studio. You know what I'm
Drop
saying?
them packs off.
While you playing, I really do. Like, I started my first thing a lot. I had your shirt on, I believe. My first or second one. I had a purple yeah. But I told you, I started out like I'm wearing it. I just been wearing everybody's clothes. I don't do things a lot unless I got somebody's clothes to wear.
Yeah.
If I don't, I wear black tee. I don't wear nothing else but what people from here make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just throwing it out there for my guy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I support too. I'll buy it. I don't care. I'll buy it.
Yeah, I know you would, cause you went shopping.
I went crazy. I went
You
crazy. That's so
That's why I
fast.
asked you. You
But
shouldn't break the ass and say,
chill.
Yeah. But it's cool though, man. I think we what we gonna do or what we gonna create with this is bigger than basketball, because now it's gonna be a lot of opportunities.
Get that village
We're
back, man.
creating opportunities for people.
There we go.
That's the difference. You can use basketball, but you create opportunities for people. You don't have to worry about what they say your fame.
Yep.
It's different between fame and legacy. You know, people gonna know you for that second. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?